Every age tells its story through power and through the rare minds that dare to understand it. Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. Tonight, we enter laws 40 through 42. If the last three laws were about perception, how appearances shape reality, how difference survives through concealment, and how emotion can be turned into a weapon, then these laws move towards something more fundamental. Dependence. Law 40. Despise the free lunch. Nothing is ever truly free. Every gift carries a cost, whether visible or hidden. Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. The shadow of another person's success can become a prison of its own. Law 42. Strike the shepherd, and the sheep will scatter. Many structures appear powerful, yet their strength often rests upon a single center. 3 laws. 1 architecture. The gift that creates obligation, the legacy that creates shadows, the leader that creates dependence. Tonight, we listen to 2 voices, not to decide who is right, but to see more clearly what truly is.
Most people believe power is acquired: money, position, influence, followers. Yet power is often lost the same way, through dependence. A gift, a legacy, a leader. Each appears to strengthen a person. Each can quietly weaken them.
Like leaning against a wall for so long that you forget how to stand.
Exactly. History is filled with men destroyed by things they believed were helping them. The first trap often arrives disguised as generosity.
Makes sense.
In Renaissance courts, gifts were everywhere: jewels, titles, land, privileges. The recipient felt honored, fortunate, chosen. Yet every gift carried an invisible thread, and sooner or later someone would pull it.
The gift was never free.
Nothing is free. That is why powerful people often prefer paying full price. Money leaves, obligation remains.
And what if the refusal becomes its own dependency?
What do you mean?
Some people become so afraid of owing others, they refuse every gift, every kindness, every act of trust.
Prudence.
No. Fear.
There is a difference.
A large one. Prudence protects freedom. Fear isolates it.
Perhaps. But dependence usually enters through a door marked opportunity. Thousands crossed oceans searching for El Dorado. Gold without labor, wealth without time, reward without sacrifice. Most never found gold. Many lost everything else.
The promise was never gold. It was escape.
Yes, and people will surrender remarkable amounts of freedom for the promise of escape.
Yet dependence does not always arrive as a gift. Sometimes it arrives as inheritance.
Louis XV inherited one of the most powerful kingdoms in Europe. He also inherited Louis XIV, the palaces, the victories, the legends, the comparisons.
The shadow.
Exactly. Most successors are not measured against themselves. They are measured against ghosts.
And ghosts are difficult opponents. They never make mistakes. Only the living do.
A useful observation. Alexander understood this better than most. His greatest obstacle was not Persia. It was Philip. His father had already conquered enough to make imitation tempting. Alexander refused. He expanded the game instead.
The second man rarely becomes famous by repeating the first.
No, history remembers originals, not echoes.
Yet some people never escape the shadow.
Because the shadow becomes comfortable, a ready-made identity, a borrowed reputation. Many people would rather inherit significance than create it.
And many would rather follow it.
The most dangerous dependency is not a gift or a legacy.
The one you cannot survive losing.
Exactly. A person. Groups appear complicated. Movements appear vast. Organizations appear powerful. Yet very often everything revolves around one individual, one voice, one source of gravity.
The shepherd.
Precisely. When Francisco Pizarro entered the Inca Empire, he did not attack the army. He captured Atahualpa, one man, and an empire collapsed around him.
Because many structures are stronger than they look, until the center disappears.
Pizarro shows what happens when an empire depends upon a single center. Athens learned the opposite lesson. Never allow a single man to become that center. The Athenians understood this well. When certain men became too influential, they exiled them, not because they were weak, because they were strong enough to pull the city around themselves.
Like removing a stone from an arch, the collapse seems sudden, but the weakness was there all along.
They all depend on something beyond themselves. The gift, the inheritance, the shepherd, all of them offer the same comfort.
Borrowed strength.
Perhaps, but nothing is created entirely alone. Every empire inherits something. Every ruler depends on someone. Every civilization stands upon foundations built by the dead.
Then perhaps the question is not whether dependence exists,
But whether we recognize it,
and whether we can survive losing it.
that is a better question.
You've heard both sides. What remains is not said.